Hey everybody, CG Shots Outdoors here, and today I'm going to talk about a option or a feature of a lot of newer vehicles that's quite aggravating to me at least, and how you can go about disabling that or deleting that particular feature. So what I'm talking about is a feature that a lot of Ford vehicles, a lot of other vehicles have also. It is the auto start stop feature. Okay, so basically what that means is that whenever you come up to a stop and you put your foot on the brake, the engine's going to turn off, and then as soon as you let up the brake, the engine is going to start again. This puts a lot of wear and tear on your engine, your starter, your battery system, and so forth. It was meant in a way to save some fuel for emissions purposes, and it's just a really unnecessary option. Now, some vehicles, Ford's included, you can opt to delete it, but if you're walking around on a car lot and you pick up a vehicle, most likely it may have it, especially a newer Ford. So what I have here is my 2021 Ford F-150 Raptor. It did come with that from the factory. I picked it up on the lot, so it was one of those things I didn't have the option to delete it. One of the options for Fords is to try to cheat it and delete it via ForeScan. However, there's also a device that's a plug and play that's much easier. You don't have to have ForeScan or a computer or whatnot. And that's what I got in my hands right here. It's from 4D Tech. This is an auto start stop eliminator harness. And I'm going to show you how easy it is right now on how to install this. So let's get started. All right, so what I have here is the Auto Start Stop Eliminator by 4D Tech. It does come with a harness here, a zip tie. It also comes with a set of instructions as well. And the button in question that we want to try to kind of eliminate to some extent is this button right here, the Auto Start Stop button. Now, if we follow the instructions here, it says step number 1, disassemble. Open the glove box, depress both release tabs gently inward by hand, and to lower the glove box further, lift the glove box off the hinge by pulling outward. So that you can see here, you have a couple of arrows pointing inwards and then out. So let's go and do that. Okay. So glove box comes out very, very easily. And then step 2, it says disconnect the translucent white inline harness connector rightmost, install the start stop eliminator between the two factory connectors. So if we look the next side here, you have basically a harness there that has 4 connectors total. It is the rightmost connector is the one in question. So you're going to place the start stop eliminator right there in place of that harness. So as you can imagine, it is a little bit tough to get a camera down in here, but you can see the rightmost harness. You're just going to have to depress the tab there. Be very, very careful that you do not force the harness loose, because you can break those things. But yep, here we are. This is the harness in question, and we're going to take our start stop eliminator here, and we are going to install that guy. All right, so there you can see, snapped in place. Go ahead and snap the other piece in place. And here you can see it says enjoy. You may need to press the button the first time you turn on the truck after install to disable the start stop system. The start stop eliminator simply remembers if the auto start stop system is enabled or disabled, eliminating the need to press the button every time you turn the vehicle on. So there's an install video as well on their website or on YouTube. All right, so I got my harness in there. I kind of used the zip tie to put the little board that was dangling off the side over to the side of the harness here, just to kind of keep it from flopping around. And then now we got to put the glove compartment back on. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this auto start stop eliminator works. So the idea is that this button right here is supposed to remember the setting that I last left it. So up until the auto start stop eliminator, every time I turn the vehicle on, I would have to go over here and physically turn this button off. So now it should remember what position it was on last time. So this is the first time starting it after installing the auto start stop eliminator. So I expect that the auto start stop should be on, but after I turn it off and then turn the vehicle off and back on, it should remember that setting. So let's go ahead and check it out. So that's a good thing, and let's just see here. It turns it back on, and I can see it indicated here that it's turned back on, and I'm going to turn it off. And auto start stop deactivated by the switch. And if I turn the vehicle off, give it a few moments here to kind of reset. Start the vehicle again. Here you can see that the auto start stop eliminator is actually remembering its position of off. So really cool deal there. Pretty happy how this worked out. And yeah, so sometimes it's just the little things. Alrighty folks, that kind of wraps up today's video on the auto start stop eliminator. If you have a late model Ford vehicle, 4D Tech does make this for a variety of vehicles, mainly the F-150s, but there are some other vehicles as well. If you have access to ForeScan, which I do have that, you can get the instructions online and figure out how to cheat or eliminate the auto start stop function using ForeScan. However, I think once you do it that way, you can't turn it back on. Not that you would want to, but at least with the auto start stop eliminator, you do have the ability to turn it back on if you would so prefer. Again, kind of some of the reasoning for not wanting this, it's first off kind of annoying whenever you come to a stop and before you get to go again, the vehicle has to start, the engine has to start again. It also just puts a lot of extra wear and tear on the motor, the starting system and the battery, and it's just not necessary. The little bit of fuel savings or emission savings that you gain from the engine starting and stopping every time you stop your vehicle is negligible at best. So this is just one of those features that I think was driven by the environmental type of folks, and you know, hey, you don't have to be stuck with it though if you don't want it. So anyways, I appreciate everybody watching today's video. If you got any questions or comments on this, what are your thoughts on auto start stop as far as motors and stuff? I have yet to find somebody that really enjoys having this feature, but you know, again, it's good to know that we can you know, eliminate this if we so choose. So but I appreciate everybody watching today's video and subscribing, all that fun stuff, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Y'all take it easy.